Good morning, everybody, and welcome to ShortSalePowerHour.com. My name is Fred Weaver, and I got my partner Kevin Kauffman will be joining me in a minute. We're with Group 4610, Arizona's premier short sale team. Hey, today it's Friday, as you know, at least if you're watching it with us on a daily basis. And we like to do our little segment called Effed Up Fridays. Calm down if this is your first viewing. We're not crazy, okay? Effed Up Friday stands for Forgettable or Unforgettable Friday. So gonna bring a story a little bit closer home to you today and actually share a real experience that's actually happened to us this week. We've got, Kevin and I in our pipeline have about 105 to 110 short sale files currently that are at some stage of the short sale process. I would actually say somewhere in the ballpark of 30 or 40% of those files are Countrywide or Bank of America files. Well, kind of want to share a little story, a little F-up that we've had over the past few weeks, and I'm going to bring in Kevin to just banter back and forth with me. He doesn't even know this complete story, but he likes to make things up on the fly, so it'll be
I'm
okay.
actually just going to act like I know the whole story because let's face it, it's Bank of America or Countrywide or whatever we're going to call them this week. So,
yeah.
I get the story.
So Kevin, what do we always teach in our class? The first 30 days. What's important in the first 30 days?
First 30 days, guys, BPO and a coordinator. No particular order. Get your file assigned to a coordinator.
Absolutely.
Get a BPO order. That's all that matters in the first 30 days.
Yeah, if you can accomplish verifying your package, which Kevin just assumed you were smart enough to do, getting a coordinator assigned to your file and the BPO order in the first 30 days, you're golden. Well, I'm going to share one of our forgettable or unforgettable moments on a file we have. We've got a file right now, the contract.
Does this have something to do with REO trans?
It has something to do with REO trans and Bank of America, and oh, this is good
Imagine
stuff.
that. There's something new in the mix, and it's not working out the way they hoped it would.
What do you know? So we've got a file in our system that we received a contract in the last week in October.
Okay.
So today happens to be Friday, let's see, November the 20th. Yes,
absolutely.
November 20th for those of you keeping track out there.
You better be coming to our class later this afternoon, by the way. Short sale level 2, Tempe office.
So we're just about 3+ weeks in on this file,
right,
and we've confirmed that some documents have been received,
okay,
but then they were kind of like not found, and then nobody can find our file. And so for the past few weeks, we've been playing this little game where we've been spinning around. So we learned something kind of interesting.
That sounds familiar.
Countrywide, B of A, for those of you know, they've been kind of operating together, but not completely. And for those of you that really know this, go count the number of digits on your Countrywide or Bank of America loan number.
Yeah.
Okay? Anything that has a Bank of America or Countrywide loan number that is more than 10 digits is being changed currently.
Okay.
Correct?
Okay. That's absolutely right. And that's how we've always said it. Ever since this merger, so to speak, started occurring and getting into part of our businesses, we just looked at the account number to actually determine, is it Bank of America Legacy or is it a Countrywide?
Absolutely. I know that was a little high level, but we won't go into all that. But here's what you need to know. B of A and Countrywide are changing their loan numbers on some of your accounts. So be careful when you're calling in. If they can't find your account or they sound like they're making stuff up, which they do quite frequently,
and some of them do.
Have a conversation and identify if this is one of the accounts out there where the loan number is being changed, okay? So just want to give you that heads up and then ask for the new loan number because that's going to be how they find it. I'd also recommend that you go with giving a social security number over a loan number if you're feeling a little uncertain about them figuring out what's going on. But the last thing you want to do is what we just got done doing, which is waiting around for 3+ weeks for a BPO to get ordered on a file that nobody can find in the system right now.
Did you guys catch that? Actually go and get the new account number. There will be new account numbers for a lot of your files that you've been working on. And while you think they may be set up and maybe they're assigned a negotiator, they now have a new account number and are probably lost in the Countrywide Bank of America la land, and you're left without a negotiator or a BPO. Yep. And as we've already determined, first 30 days are all about negotiator and BPO, and if you can't get those things done, you can't go any further in getting your short sale approved.
Absolutely. Okay, we got about 30 seconds, maybe a minute left. I want to leave you with one last thing. In this whole transition, what we're hearing being told from inside Bank of America is that all of their files no later than January 1st are being transferred over to REO Trans. REO Trans historically has been a transaction management system used between REO agents and banks or asset management companies. And REO Trans is an independent company that has now gone out there to banks such as Bank of America and GMAC and some other ones you're going to hear about here in the next few months. and they've actually now hired them, the banks like B of A and GMAC, to use the REO Trans system. So they're customizing it towards REO Trans. We're going to give you some more information on that in the coming weeks. That's not really part of F'd Up Friday here today, but it's a little bonus tip and you need to be aware of it. So if you're not aware of that, start asking questions to the people that you're on the phone with out there, and make sure that you're not left behind, and make sure that you're on the forefront of understanding this process. And please, whatever you do, trust no one, okay?
Verify everything.
Verify everything. Trust no one inside the bank, because there's going to be a lot of misinformation flying around in the next few months, just like there was when WAMU and Chase transferred over and all that stuff happened.
Yep.
This B of A Countrywide merger is huge, guys.
I would actually say it's effed up.
It's absolutely effed up. I'll leave you with one last statistic, and I don't know this one exactly, but I have heard that Countrywide has about somewhere between 7 to 10 times more files than Bank of America has. Yet Countrywide is doing the transfer over to B of A. Countrywide historically was a loan servicer. B of A didn't service a lot of their files. So 7 to 10 times more files than B of A has. So watch out, because this transition could be ugly and messy. Until we see you next time, we're going to end it like we always do. On 3. Short Sale Power Hour. Short Sale Power Hour. Crush it.